Underlying the idea that one of the major functions of education is to guide young people into adulthood is the view that if young people are not properly guided, then they will arrive in adulthood underprepared. They may be the age that we associate with adulthood, but they will still in many ways be children. Now, most of you will be well aware of popular concerns that we have for young people. We worry for them. They are growing up too fast. They know too much about sex and drugs at an early age. The media, the same media who publicises many of these concerns, exposes them to violence. Young people, especially young girls, are getting sexualised at a young age. They are being encouraged to dress provocatively and to dance in the MTV style. And young people are naive and gullible. They are at risk of exploitation from predatory adults, and they may put themselves into dangerous situations without even knowing that the dangers exist. On the other hand, we are worried by them. The term youth is synonymous with trouble. We see young people as a threat to our property, to our safety, and to the social order. We regard young people as lacking discipline, lacking morals, and lacking respect. And we are alarmed by media reports of youth gangs and wild youth parties terrorising neighbourhoods. While some things are relatively new, the electronic media, for instance, consumer culture, these concerns have been expressed for at least as long as 150 years. What I want to suggest here is that they are intimately woven into our understandings of childhood and adolescence as part of the ambiguity, the mixed meanings, and the ambivalence, the mixed feelings associated with the idea of innocence that, as we saw in Module 1, is one of the additional meanings that attach to the idea of the child. Innocence can mean uncorrupted purity, a sense of hope for the future, yet a naiveness and a gullibility, being unaware of the risks and the dangers that one might be in, so that young people need to be protected from others and from themselves. Innocence can also mean ignorance or stupidity, in the original sense of being unable to fully grasp the effects of one's actions on others. Young people can cause incredible harm, can do very cruel things, without really being aware of the seriousness of what it is that they have done. It is interesting that in the early 1800s, around the same time that the concept of childhood as we understand it was starting to be consolidated, every legal jurisdiction in Western Europe adopted the doctrine of doli incapax, literally meaning incapable of evil. Prior to this time, children were tried before the law as adults, and they were punished in the same ways that adults were, including capital punishment. What the doctrine of doli incapax recognised was not that children couldn't do incredible harm. This was recognised. Children could do very bad things, but it was understood that they weren't necessarily aware of the seriousness of what they were doing, and they couldn't be held responsible in the same ways that adults could.